Hey guys, welcome back to Manya Fitness. Today I'm going to talk a little bit about running. So whether you're a former runner who wants to get back into it, or whether you are looking to incorporate more running into your workout routines, or you want to become an avid runner or train for a 5K or half marathon, I'm going to give you a few tips on how to start out. Um, so, as an avid runner myself, I understand how completely mental the sport is and how it's kind of intimidating to get into running because, what about endurance? And you got to go so many miles, and it's so consistent. You don't really as a runner, you might not take many breaks because you're just kind of running right through the distance. But um, I'll give you a few tips on how to make your journey to becoming a runner a little bit easier at the beginning. So, my first tip for you is get yourself prepared to go for a run. And this is really for any workout, but if you are gonna go for a run and you say you're gonna go for a run, you need to commit to that. And one way to do that is to get completely dressed for running. Put on all of your workout attire, get your running shoes on, make sure that you're ready to go so that when you are going to go for that run, you're already ready. And um, that's like one of the things that for me, if I'm not feeling motivated that day, I put on my workout gear and I'm like, okay, I've already put on my stuff. I'm going to commit to going now. And it kind of sends a signal to your brain like, hey, I'm ready to go for a run. Let's do this. So really just preparing for your run, whether you're going inside, outside, just get all of your stuff on and just make sure that you're ready to go and you're prepared. My second tip. So when people get into running, they're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna go crush 5 miles right off the bat. Slow down. Don't go crush 5 miles right off the bat because what you're gonna do to yourself is exhaust yourself. It's gonna be hard on your body, and your body's gonna be like, whoa, what are you doing? 5 miles? Like, I'm not used to this, and you're probably gonna burn out really quickly, and then the next day you're probably gonna be sore and too tired to want to go running again. So that's probably one of the biggest things that a person starting out running should make sure that they don't do is don't go all out and go run 5 miles thinking, yeah, this is great. I'm just gonna go do this. Um, because then you might feel like, oh wow, that was too hard and too draining, and now I'm not gonna go running for another 2 weeks because my body's too sore and tired. So don't start off with a 5 mile run. Instead, what I would suggest is do a half a mile. So if you're going out and this is your first time running or your first time back into running, or even if you've ran some other like a 5K before, still if you want to get into a habit of running, start off with a half a mile. So I would say, like, get on that treadmill and tell yourself, all right, I'm going to go zero point 0.5 and then I'm going to stop. So you're running, you go 0.5 and stop. Don't go any further. Even if you feel good, even if just don't go any further, because that is going to be your stepping stone to further distances, and you're not making a complete commitment to go super far the first time you hop on that treadmill or the first time you go out for that run. You're just making a commitment to yourself to go a half a mile. And you might be saying, oh, that's too easy for me. Well, you know it's where you should start. Even if it's easy, it's where you should start. So of course you can always go further, but my suggestion would be just half a mile and stop. um, and then you're saying to yourself, okay, I did maybe 5 minutes of running today, and you can feel that sense of accomplishment just with that half a mile. So the third tip is pace. Starting off slow. Don't go super fast, because then again, you're probably going to burn out and you're going to be like, oh, running's horrible. I'm too tired for this. Go slow. So maybe you want to start out at a 9-minute pace, or 9 or 10-minute pace. And then you do your half mile and you stop. that is just a stepping stone. So when you're going slow, you can feel good doing it, feel comfortable doing it, and you don't have to exert too much energy and exhaust yourself right off the bat. So take it slow. And then my suggestion would be take a picture when you're done doing the half mile and look at how long it took you. So then the next day, when you go back to do another half mile, you will go again and you'll take a picture of your results again and see if you've improved. Have you gone faster? Or did you go slower? So that way then you're noticing and comparing the two. So once you have your pace, and then you can just slowly increase your pace each day, but just start off very slow. And then my fourth tip would be schedule your workout in. When do you have time to run that half mile? And if you're doing other things outside of the half mile, like lifting weights or a boot camp class or whatever, schedule it in with that time, of course. But if you're just going there to run, when do you have time to do that? And put it into your calendar. Make the commitment. Write it down. Because if you don't do that, you might find yourself saying, I can do it tomorrow. I can do it over the weekend. But you want to be able to stick to that commitment. So write it in your calendar and set that specific time aside so that you know that, hey, it's a signal to your brain, hey, this is when I'm going to do my workout. I wrote it in there. I'm going to go to the gym, or I'm going to go outside and run this half mile. And stick to that for 4 days out of the week. I don't care what days those 4 days are, but choose 4 specific days to go run your half mile, and then write it in there. Write it in your calendar. And then the last tip is write down how you feel after you run. Do you feel a sense of accomplishment? Do you feel good? Do you feel terrible? Do you feel exhausted? How do you feel? And write that down, because then, maybe you'll see that by day 4, you're feeling fantastic after your half mile. Whereas at the beginning, you felt tired, you didn't want to do anything, but then by day 4, maybe you're like, oh wow, you know what, I have more energy. I can actually do, more. And you might be like, yeah, I'm ready to take it to the next step and go even further, even faster, whatever it is, whatever that next step is for you, you might feel ready to do that. And so if you track how you feel after your run, you're telling yourself, well, you're saying whether you feel great or not so great, and then you can adjust. You can adjust. Maybe you're feeling exhausted, and so you have to adjust your pace. Maybe you're feeling amazing, so the next week you want to go a mile and you're ready. It's really about setting those specific behavior changes and making a commitment to yourself, instead of just saying, hey, I'm going to become a runner. I'm going to go run 5 miles. That's great, but it's probably not going to be sustainable for long-term change. So if you're looking to make a consistent habit out of running, or you're training for something, this is a great way to start for your first week. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, like and subscribe, and I look forward to talking to you on week 2 of becoming a runner. Bye!